this point. So they're gathering a lot of information. The A side is going to be prepped and quick flanks are possible. Deco on the board immediately. Clean headshot to open us up ahead of the smokes. They will eventually make their way out and site has to be conceded, or so you think. Fostar and Deco moving in quickly here, thinning the numbers. Bomb goes down, but it costs them absolutely everything. Just Spiro left against all five with hardly any, low HP or anything like that. It's just not going to happen here. Hold the bomb, and 4 players ready for him to come swinging around this corner. He'll take one with him. The advantage, and now it becomes difficult for Wisla. They have no utility at all. So it's all just about trying to get the numbers in there, and easier said than done. We'll see Snatchy find a keen one onto Glowing. Fostar creeping out with the good timing. And now only 2 left. They do need to be a bit careful on the 1-win side, but they should have done enough here.
Spread out stuff from the CTs. But playing very passive on B, it's the right way to approach this one. Give no opportunities. Spot a player. Don't need to overface and flamey for a moment there. I thought he was going to get caught out in the open. But he wins the duel, and with just Sobel left and that piece of information that one player was going towards B, alerts Flamey to the second, 2-0. 4 players alive. Oh, this could be perfect. Look at the rotates right now. They can walk into an open bomb site.
Oh, they're going to lose the members on this side, though. Yeah, Travis comes in with the 2K, and now the difficulty becomes, sure, we've got a bit of control of A, and we should have a free bomb plant, but as we all know, keeping a hold of this A site is a bit of a challenge. Nice find from Snatchy. Gonna have to do a lot more with that AWP, I would imagine. So one thing they kind of have going for them at the moment, there's no AWP on the opposite side of the equation, and only the 1 kit, actually. And that's it for utility. So really could be difficult for 1-win to break back in. Saying that, in theory, it's simple. Execution, maybe not so much. They also have 0 info to work with. Key fight for Glowing to win. And now just Snatchy on low HP alongside Jedka to clutch things up. They'll get on top of each other. Jedka with a keen double. Does make it look doable for a second, and he takes Glowing down very low. It's not going to be the case, and, well, yeah, those 2 players over on B that they found, it's all the difference.
Yes, it was in the end, but I do think...
Oh, Sobol going to eat the smoke. Gives a bit of information away. However, he won that fight last round. Wins it this round as well. Only Flamey all by himself. Takes an aggressive swing in behind the pillar. Just winding around. Flash comes over the top. It's a little awkward, but he'll continue. Bit of help from Glowing, of course, on the nades. Not looking too bad. Spiro, the only real one that can do some damage here. 1 on 3. And he's bloody miles away from the action. So they've got the bomb. They've got the control. 1-win. A little more stressful this time around, I must admit. But it still comes up green.
Credit to Flamey. Did a lot of work. His teammate Travis, I guess he didn't know his smoke got blocked, and it probably fell in a way that gave a good angle towards that kind of right-hand side nearer the box. Travis goes down due to that little mistake. Flamey under so much pressure, and 2 or 3 times there I thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
But just about connecting. I think, did he get a good flash from a teammate as well at one point? I think that might have helped. Maybe we'll see in the replays, but Sparrow actually... 30 seconds, 1 on 2. Flamey's low. If they don't play together here, it could be troublesome. But Deco...
slow, so... pretty solid stuff. Ooh, rotation. Yeah, that one is kind of risky from Glowing, right? I feel like that sticks out like a sore thumb. That it's a cheeky little one-way. Not even, to be honest. Just a gap in the smoke that's intentional. And now, Spiro, finding the confidence, gets found Deco. Sometimes you get rounds like this, Alan, where everyone just walks in, takes some fights, and it goes well. Why not?
Well, normally for us, it's just when Boros kills everyone. And then it's like, nice round, guys. Really great strategy. But no, this one was bizarre. They fast mid. They do a fast mid take, miss the window smoke, get 1 kill kind of because of that, and then... I'm guessing the B players overreacted and just got caught out in the open. That's kind of what it felt like, but equally in the middle of smoke. He's got the only smoke remaining, so if he dies, they can't exec in. The molly is good, though. Finds the first, manages to fall back, and suddenly, due to a great piece of team play, we're all square.
Unfortunate, the old dink lands, but didn't get the second bullet off. Still, like you mentioned, utility is very much lacking, so bodies and frags going to have to work out for them. The MP9 can't hold it. There's Glowing, though. Two very low HP players makes for easy kills. And he'll just keep going. Covers in from Deco. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful timing from Glowing.
There might be a lack of utility here on 1win, but as long as they preserve this man advantage, should be A-okay as Jedka's trying to find an opening as his teammates are exploding on towards B, and Flamey behind a Molotov finds the first. Jedka may pick up a player on the flank, but I'm not sure this is going to matter. Bomb just about gets planted, and this is chaos here on B. And out of the embers, somehow we're in a 2-on-2, but look at the HP bars, Scriv. This is going to be impossible.
Surely not, right? Surely not is what you say. Snatchy eventually gets forced off as he does begin to miss shots. So Ball, keen spray down onto the first, going to have to be the best headshot of his life, to be honest with you. And he just can't get it. Glowing plays it around, knows that he's pretty low, and will indeed manage the pre-fire once he... Deco keeping dynamic as he moves around. Fostar is way deeper in mid than they were expecting. A great flash out. Not sure if he was maybe run boosted a little at the start of the round, perhaps. But either way, 5-on-3, straight out of the gate. Once again, 1win doing a really good job after these timeouts of pulling out some, you know, sneaky little pocket moves that Wisla just not expecting.
Yeah, I think he just had a good spawn. Just got in towards logs, and maybe even a good read that Wisla on their fast mid sets are not molling out that logs position. So I can play there all day long. Teammate throws the flashes. It's a great little 1-2 punch, and Wisla pay the price for potentially being a little predictable and leaving that gap open. And Snatchy, that shouldn't have happened. He frags Deco, now is taking space. Orp, this is a good angle. He can find this kill, and indeed he does. And out of nowhere, Snatchy generates a doable round. Oh my lord. Man. What is he doing?
Keeps it going. Yeah, this is problematic. I mean, getting very complacent over on the A side of things. They might even move to save here.
They're on the brink of potentially losing this half 12-3 if they screw up here. They might also not be totally aware that the money isn't high enough for a buy. Hang on a minute. It's the boost. Is this the Cadian boost? The one that Heroic pulled out? I believe it is.
I think so.
I think it is.
They're trying. There we go. Then they get flashed off. Takes them the whole round to get up there, and then they get flashed off. Deco, though, not being dealt with. That tag could make all the difference. They close the gap, and they will take him down. That is unlucky. Maybe could have had a chance at another. So Ball correcting his spray as he very nearly runs out of ammo during that fight. I think it was actually his last bullet that got it, so close to losing a few more than they had banked on, but Vizor will get the round, and Fostar, I would imagine, going to stick around, maybe try and get some exits and hopefully retrieve this AWP, but they're trying to make that difficult for him, of course, and he's also being flanked out. Maybe. Gonna get nice, but or are they very ready for it all of a sudden? Like, it gets very, very weird, and eventually it does not pan out for him. Travis is well going to find the kill in at Jag. Looking good here for 1win. Double up setup, 4-on-3, and no real push into any bomb site as yet.
Yeah, I think 1win kind of knew, because I think, it's Fostar, isn't it, that's playing in Donut? Yeah. He's kind of jiggling, I think, and he caught sight and then unfaced, so I think he told his teammates that someone could have crossed the window. The mistake from Wisla is that they're a tiny bit too slow. They let their teammate die, and now having to commit into B, without the numbers, it's a fairly easy hold, and we have to be honest.
See what happens here. Jedka has been, trapped in. This is going to be scary. First peek comes in. Glowing's not quite spaced well enough, though. The smoke distraction in from Goofy, it's just a little thing, but it's just enough to draw some eyes and give that room across to Jedka. He does brilliantly with his MP9, and that should be the round.
I'm already really nervous for 1win here. We're only a few rounds into the second half, but they just haven't been able to generate anything on these rounds. Maybe the pistol, you can make a case that they had an opportunity exploding onto B with that first kill, but otherwise, Wisla aren't biting on any of these fakes, or they're not getting pushed around the map. They're holding on to positions when 1win try to get aggressive. So far, so good for Wisla on their CT side. And Deco might even consider saving here. He's trying to push in towards kind of the dark position through Jaguar, but the bomb in T-spawn, he needs to die, honestly, fairly soon, or he could die after time.
He's kind of looking for it, isn't he? He's not too afraid to take a fight here. Oh, nice one picked up. He's got no time though into Sparrow. And
great adaptation up against 1win.
Big nade damage. Jedka battling for this first one. Oh, we didn't see it from his perspective, but it looked like from his model, Snatchy had just moved away from watching that.
Yeah. Yeah, Jedka would have called there was a player near him. Snatchy flicks up and pays the price for not just being passive. And now look at this spot. Look at the lurk as well. This is going to be impossible for Wisla to retake, surely.
Well, you'd assume. However, Goofy, keen swing. Big frag comes in, but Fostar getting one of his own a little nasty through the smoke. And now the AWP is somewhat trapped, needs bailing out, and Sobol comes in to do so. Flamey and Travis, the only two remaining. Travis goes down on the backside. They've got a little bit of knowledge of Flamey coming up late in towards A. Could still find this. He's making so much noise. Down goes the AWP, but he just flies around on their heels, man.
Double AWP again. So Travis finds a nice opening pick. Goofy's caught out. Sparrow tries to re-peek, and out of nowhere, Travis has generated a fantastic position here for 1win. 5-on-3 with good map control into his Dark and Jaguar. The flash comes in. It really whites up Travis, but I don't think he's been cleared. Oh, this is really bizarre, this kind of engagement here in Dark. Does find the spam, but he's giving away some information, and 1win should start working in the opposite direction. Oh my lord!
No way! That's unbelievable. Snatchy, you know, I don't know what he's put in his cereal this morning, but I think I want some.
I know.
Yeah. Because it is just unbelievable. He's you know, the look aspect's there, but like the sort of level of panicked shots are just keeping his cool actually in those scenarios that he's hitting is just kind of unbelievable. Whether it makes a difference in this round or not remains to be seen. Or Flamey nearly giving him the timing again, you know, speaking of the look, but will trade him out. Jedka now the only one left. Oh, okay. On his USP. What's going on? A little bit of a...
Works beautifully. It's a player in towards Jaguar, and Goofy doesn't get checked. Fortunately, the buddy system comes into play. A fast trade. Sparrow's dumping all of his utility in an attempt to slow down this B offense. But as we can see with 1win, all they need to do is bring a Fostar into play. But actually, the biggest enemy and the fourth player here for Wisla is the time. 20 seconds? The bomb isn't committed up. This is really scary.
That's so true. Snatchy going to get caught off on the flank. They've got to get moving, though. And, I mean, there's still the vast majority of the defenses. If you think about it, it's a 2-on-2 over on B because these flanks and everything are pretty late. Jedka trying. Going to get him behind, but he can't deny the bomb plant. Oh, my goodness. Milliseconds of difference, it felt like, to keep Wisla alive. And now it's just Spiro. Comes down to mechanics rather than timings. He does have a keen flank. But he will be found in just a second, surely. Finds the first. Flamey with the timing. And that will... Corner from Goofy with the flashes. Smoke goes down. Flash in through the double doors. And that looks to be the move, at least to gain a little bit of information. Then back up towards short. So really giving the runaround here to Wisla. No kills as yet. A minute left. And you might even see the bomb go down with only 1, maybe 2 kills coming in. Depends what Spiro's got to say. Great flash comes over the top. He finds one head. It's Goofy, who's set up for a few more, though. However, out from long, has to deal with him. Does a good job of doing so. And now a 2-on-3 with a low HP Flamey looks pretty challenging, he says. USB comes in. Thank goodness the flank was there. Out of ammo. Goofy still somehow alive. Deco can't finish him off. And
Goofy with the jumps. Just about stays alive. And 1win. Can see the pistol. Decided to force up here in the second and finding 2 early frags. What is going on here? It's falling apart from Wisla after such a brilliant pistol round.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, the B-bomb site falls. I think that's got to be a save. Wow. maybe all part of the plan, mate. Lose the pistol, win the force buy. Sure, everyone at home watching knows how it goes, but it ruins your economy, especially on the CT end of things. So 1 win, not too bothered about losing the pistol now. But yeah, that's very worrying. You know, a fast round comes in, something a bit more conventional for a 1-win round, and they just crumble.
Hopefully, at the very least, they can hold on to these guns, but... Bostar 2 picks. Was he the player that came out of B tunnels at the start?
Yeah.
How does he find those?
Really important round on both sides of the equation, and a really winnable round on both sides of the equation.
Still 3 smokes here. But 1 win is Goofy. Playing around here on Catwalk, finds the first. Can't connect with the second. So he finds 1 kill. And 1 win probably know it's solo A. They've also just got confirmation it's solo B, so just pick your site and keep it simple. But they're going to run out straight into Jedka. 2-on-2. Information as well. Might have even spotted the bomb. And now Snatchy can set up perfectly for it. It's only the scout, though, so he's got to connect these shots. He takes the first low. Pistol in hand. Glowing. Does get the trade as Snatchy peeks out. As this round has been absolutely bonkers. We're left in a 1-on-1 and bombs in the open. Jedka's going to win it. And 1 win needed to hit
like this. Surely got to work for them, and they have to indeed make them work. Goofy goes crazy through the smoke. Finds a kill, gets that pit control. Nades are absolutely massive. They will finally get 1, but very quickly they've got to recover numbers back. Glowing really just wants an AK, for goodness sake. And there's not really one around. Goofy going to get mollied out. Smoke down immediately. Will be traded. Snatch on the AWP. Needs dealing with quickly, and Travis has done so. Oh my goodness, again. Such a crazy round, but a 2v2 and an open A bomb site, in fairness.
Yeah, I think that smoke was Snatchy's and didn't really help his teammate in the end. Made it easier to kind of isolate him in pits. But nevertheless, 2v2. 2 smokes, so they can put down those cross smokes if they so desire. But knowing the AWP's dead, a good case here just to group up and swing it together. And that indeed is going to be the case as Sparrow goes to work. It looks a little bit silly.
I mean, if they find Jedka, get the bomb down, I'm sure they'll be pretty happy with that. Great little flash over the top. And the space is there. Return flash is not fantastic. He's traded after 1. Player out towards long. This is where the AWP comes in handy, of course. Try and go for it. Not quite meeting the mark. You know, Glowing, I suppose, not used to handling the AWP in T-side situations. But either way, bomb's gone down, and Deco in a sneaky spot. They are all split on the CT side. Not totally out of the question. Nice return flashes coming in. Deco going to lose out. Goofy going to lose out. Now just the AWP of Glowing, and this would be quite something. Gets 1, but that's it. Damage is there. Smokes, shout out. Going to get both of them. I don't know. I think that one's for CT, so... Is it a full commit? It is indeed, at least on the smoke, so... We'll see here, maybe drop a player down, trying to get a distraction out from long. Snatchy is indeed distracted away, but still sort of keeping his eyes on it. The flash is brilliant, though, so doesn't mind that he's distracted away. Long flank coming in. This is what they're waiting for. Glowing does get 1. The short player's going to fall. Long covered off as soon as he shows himself as well. And just Echo saving the AWP. Will be able to do so.
No flashes.
On short.
Snatchy's going to get some shots here, man, if they commit out. No flashes to force him back.
Yeah, really, really worrying stuff. 35 seconds left. Or, yep, just as that smoke goes down. But what is that shot from Glowing in his ear? Barely his head, I would say, video game. But there you are. Flamey going to get wall banged in return. So some crazy shots coming out from both sides of the equation. Glowing keeps on going with his entries. And they had looked to take the bomb back towards B or something, holding for the flank. Not quite sure. Glowing going to spot out 1. And it's Jedka finding the player out on short. 1 win. Going down again. That looked good. The Hood just taking a bit of time to catch up. The B rush coming in. Testing out B. How does it look? Sobol good for 1. Blind as a bat. Somehow ends up with 3. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. I thought he was dead to rights after that first. 3-on-2 here then. Bostar going to have to do a lot of the work. Still always tough to get in. The AWP retrieved for 2. Both start looking for more. The panicked no-scopes from both sides of the equation, but somehow nobody goes down. Snatchy the only one left against 2 with the AWP. It is so tough. So tough. He's got a kit. They maybe don't have the money, but he's just feeling himself. He's looking to try and find something. As the bomb gets further on, though, he knows that it's just not going to happen for him, right? Both start trying to get in there with the flash and take him down. Won't happen. He will save, but 1 win, brute force a second.
Yeah, this series hasn't made any sense so far. From the CTs, Sparrow's in the corner. Jedka finds the first, and they have no idea about Sparrow, so they come for a second bite of the apple. He's ready and waiting, finds the first. Traded in the end. Jedka doesn't need to take this duel, and again, they're overzealous. 3 players die immediately in a great situation. Oh, Wisla, if they lose this round and let 1 win slip into this T side, that was not a great display.
Star should have this one as well. He's said that B's clear. Now, Flamey does need to be careful on the cross. He's waiting. Yeah, Star going to fully clear things, make sure we're all good. Snatchy, first in the 1-on-3 here. But it's all timing, isn't it? No one at double doors, surely not. Just have to bank on the fact. And there is, so he'll get taken down. His opponent is perfectly timed, 1 win, finding the first. Tag player still in play. Surely they get themselves a 5th here.
It's a good setup on long still, and there's no corner smoke, so thankfully the flash does the work for him. B push is, I guess, a decent idea from the situation, but he is caught out. Smoke's now landing on the cross, and surely Sparrow and Snatchy already thinking about the save. As that long take worked brilliantly. Wisla only had 2 to take it themselves, and the star 1 when used without a corner smoke makes it a little bit harder to read. They commit to the take. There's only 2 on that CT side, and there were just too many players to deal with. And they get swarmed.
There goes the AWP as well. Maybe everyone. Shiro does trade. AK in hand. Going to leave the AWP because he knows that that's what they're going to be after. But even then, info's coming in. Crunch is coming in. And he will be finished. So not a single player.
The pixel angle to lower for the entire round. That would be...
there he goes.
That would be the ultimate. But again, the misfortune strikes. There's only a few players now committing out of short. And already they're thinking about backing away. It's too difficult to force it out. And maybe even save? It's just a horrible position.
Round 15, sir. Round 15.
What do you do from here? I guess they have to go for it.
Yeah. So ball. Perfect angle to deal with this. And that's got to be it. Like, it doesn't matter. First star, you know, we'd say damage is cool, but he's not going to get it. And they will indeed find the 9th. So it's not from B and in towards A. I think now going to spot it. Oh, this scout could be deadly. Deco, it's in the right hands. Kill, a tag.
Oh, no.
No more. Another tag coming in. Yep, starting to really crumble, isn't it? 2 kills. Mainly earned 3 in total, I would say, all because of Deco. And another tag to boot. And, you know, they've barely done a dent. Here comes the tags back, I guess. But he will eventually fall. It's just going to be Sobol against 5. And it doesn't really matter. Yeah, could get a couple here. Look at the HP bars. At the end of the day, he needs to win the round. Because the gap's going to close if he doesn't. And I don't think he's going to get it. Whew, nice little spray down. But he's a bit more vulnerable. Not impossible for a bomb plant, which would certainly help them out. So we'll see.
Sobel flashes himself in. Does find Flamey. You find the second. This is doable. This is on now. Bomb's going to get planted. Full HP up against 58 HP total. This is so doable and it would be massive.
Surely not. Already shaking my head in disbelief a little bit. Trying to get the distraction and he wins the fight against a tunnel player, but Deco is there. He started it and he will finish it. 4K comes in for him. Sobol answers in kind, but there was no one to support him, and it's good for Sobol. He denies away so many rifles and things that they could save to give even bigger of an injection. But again, as I said, I don't quite know if it's a lurk or a full attack. Oh, nice move, though. Leave the pit player alone. Who cares? He can't see us without a full commit. He's going to get caught eventually. That is a lovely exchange. Really, really nice. Sobol finding 2 and evening things back up.
Round is slowed right down. Sparrow is still in an awesome position in mid. And Faust, I don't think you saw him. He just jump spotted, tried to see mid, and Sparrow probably spotted the barrel, if not the player, and capitalizes instantly. And 1 win. They just about scrape out 1 round, but look at the money here for them. It is awful. And Deco, I guess he has to save from this position as Wisla, by virtue of this round of Streets, are a long way ahead. Is he actually going to go for this? Is a 1-on-1 on the bomb site? No way.
This is weird. There's nowhere Snatchy is. Snatchy trying to get the timing, and Will knows it well. Thank goodness. Very, very slow on the upswing here, but again, going to keep it simple. Go for the execute. Work their way in. Flamey the first. There's a second set up and ready. Beautiful spot for Fostar. Ran out of ammo. Dug for another weapon. So Snatchy at the very least is going to get the site itself. Fakes it out. Just maybe overthinking things ever so slightly. They don't necessarily need the money. And he comes close to finding another. But this is sometimes the thing. You play a bit more of a one-track kind of style. The individuals are also lacking a little bit in places, I would say. So Wisla capitalizing on that as well. But definitely some of the reads in these rounds have been absolutely massive. Travis, a couple kills for him. 3-on-3 coming through. And again, Wisla in a weird situation, got to figure it out type deal. They've done very well with that so far this game. See whether they can do it once more to get the win.
Long is on the cards. I guess they saw players towards kind of mid and catwalk, so do the numbers. Surely Long is going to be lesser defended. Looking at the mini-map. Travis is all alone. Gets peeked. Moves his positioning to that kind of short plant position. His teammates are on their heels, and they need to kill the short player before he swings out, or Travis is going to be dead. Glowing falls. Travis somehow finds that right on towards catwalk, but that's going to be map over.
Conventional stuff. Travis, trying to work his way around. It's Goofy at the back of the silo, nearly in for the triple. Travis coming in super late here to find a couple trades, but ultimately 3 versus 2. However, 2-on-2 as the bomb's being recovered. Plant should be coming in pretty easily. Instant goosh and an instant kill from Glowing. Despite the work of the running and gunning man from behind Silo, it is going to be the pistol going the way of themselves, right? I think by the time they realized things were not quite working with their approach, it had started to get out of hand. So coming into Nuke here, much more chill and not as overconfident. But still, we shall see. Goofy, ready and waiting. Again, behind the silo. Good for 1, good for 2. Bit of a repeat. Different weapon, but exactly the same scenario. Nearly gets 3. This time around, however, he will be helped out. They will indeed capitalize. And it's just going to be Deco. Tags up, super heavy, and finished off. That
kind of works. It could force a rotation. And indeed it has on Goofy. So they've just about pulled it off. But now how do you abuse this? How do you abuse this gap you found?
Nice find from Sobol, looking really good in these early rounds. And they're not able to find any space to trade. It's a tough angle to do so, so that's kind of fair. Spiro looking for timing from the back vent, and he will get it. Just ripping them apart, aren't they? And really solid. Pre-fires coming in. Travis doing his best. He will get 2. Sets up Deco for 1 more. Goofy's here, though, and that'll be the round.
Right from Snatchy. But ultimately, as we're mentioning, the CT money's already completely out of control. And Snatchy, so much confidence, man. So much confidence. Finds that first kill, and honestly, 1 win. They look lost for me on this T side. They're struggling so much in these early rounds.
Very, very true. Another frag coming in. Will be traded eventually. 4-on-3 should be solid enough. And I mean, you know, they're pretty split. Glowing, trying to make moves. Down and around the halls here, but, you know, his teammates are up top, hoping to distract away. Really is easier said than done at this point, and oh, he's just crept in. Jedka's playing the safe angle, so they will eventually end up on A here. Still a lot to break apart. Sobol coming through from heaven. They don't really have anything to deal with him. He gets one. Info's there for Goofy. Fantastic. And just faux star. 4 for him to find. Even a bomb plant would be great here. I don't think it's going to happen. Shoulder spotted, and the spray plays like this. Oh, Glowing does survive, but his position going to be given away. Boosted up here as well. Very difficult to beat. Machi seems to be taking some damage outside. Spiro has lost out the fight here, and Flamey with a couple. Big kill for Jedka. Big kill, because that's the bomb as well. And 40-ish seconds left to get the bomb down. You would assume things are going to be all good for Wisla. Definitely a bit closer.
Do they know where Glowing is?
I think so. I think so. He like flashed out, and I think Snatchy, this damage, this 9 HP that he's on, is because Glowing got a couple shots off on him.
Oh, he's done the simple. It's beautiful. No need to move. You can even let Snatchy die here. I mean, they've got so much money. Even then, they still find the frag. 8-1. Players pick, but with this utility, they've got to open up rounds with raw headshots.
Well, they did, but receiving them.
Heads were shot. But,
yes.
But it was there.
Heads were... You're so much smoother than I am, you know, from time to time. Definitely what I was looking for. Heads were shot, but on the wrong side. They'll work their way in towards B. Still man down. Low HP on these remaining 2 players as well. And the bomb goes down, but Fostar can't move anywhere. So it's just going to be Flamey. He does thankfully have the open plant available for him, but only really one option for peeking now because of that smoke. And there's also a smoke on the bomb. And just playing their time, taking it slow. Tap comes in. Here comes the spam. He gets one, and he thinks he's found the defuser. But no. All a ploy. Jedka's happy to go.
Taking a lot of space here is Travis. Bomb is still in lobby. Still got plenty of options. Time is slipping away a little bit, but it should be just fine as long as they start working their way in now. Travis. The player holding him in heaven. If he's going to find 2 kills, Sobel finds another. A lot of damage exchanged by both teams on this A-bomb site, but ultimately Sparrow 1-on-2. Surely 1 win can't throw this one away.
And they won't. Deco gets it.
Taking their time, put the nail in the coffin because their opponents were taking info in towards lobby and rotating so many numbers over.
Or Snatchy with the drop down. This could be mental. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? They're coming in through Mini as well. Glowing late out from Hut.
Through lobbies on the lobby roof at the moment. So, got a lot of unorthodox positions on this CT side. So, if they catch players off guard, it could work out. That's a much needed trade. But a little bit of information now. They know the bomb is heading lower, and Jedka's ready and waiting. He's on the decon stairs. He finds 2 frags and 1 win. Another advantage is slipping away from them. He's holding the heaven cross. But if he jumped up to heaven from the outside, they were open to that. Steko's still looking around. With only 20 seconds remaining, I think time alone is going to make a round one here completely impossible.
Spiro. Got to check dark. Whoa, spinning around. There's just about time to get the bomb down.
No way, no. Not like this.
You can't take it. After the wide swing on Dust 2, yeah, I don't think Alan could take them losing that round. They will indeed find it, but still, big damage, bomb plan with where it was at, still verging on a little bit on it. First proper rifle going in one of these pesky angles in towards the warehouse. Trying to get the timing, and he will. However, he's not aware of a player that's just off to his right that's crept in. I think Spiro
Always
is
had the
now
scope
like,
as well.
yeah, do I try and look for this? Do I try and look for more? He's heard one out towards heaven, but can't quite find him. 4-on-4 and a lot of control, though, with that kill.
Yeah, it's going to kind of cause complete chaos, though, when the CT rotates. So if they just hold the lines, a player is very likely to push into them. And here we get it. Squeaky push. The spacing is a little bit clunky, and so will punishes, and that's how much trouble Sparrow was causing. The CTs had to react, and unfortunately they picked the wrong place at the wrong time. Putting down the middle of those cross smokes from Mini to Secret. Volley on to Secret as well. Clinical stuff from him. That's going to force Deco in towards the lower side of the map. But Deco's got a lot of information. He's telling his teammates, nobody's down. And surely Sparrow's going to lose this duel. Oh no! Sparrow finds the frag. That's the big green out of play. And suddenly 1 win. I've got a massive uphill battle to claw this round back.
Just got a little bit ridiculous. Travis has managed to pick up Jedka, though, and will be traded out over on ramp. B-bomb site looking pretty vulnerable. Sparrow ready for the drop down. Flamey a little, again, overzealous with it. Not quite respecting that could be a possibility. Fair enough, yeah. Regardless, he gets a catch. It's massive. Snatchy in behind tip, and just Fostar is the only one left now. Picks up Sparrow. Upgrades to an AK. Not going to be able to get it done. Goofy will...